My stepdad tried to kick me out on my 18th birthday, but my mom had the last word. I turned 18 last year, but the night before my birthday still replays like a movie I can't stop watching. I live with my mom and stepdad, emphasis on step. He married my mom when I was 11. At first, he pretended to be kind, brought me candy, called me kiddo. He fooled us both. Years passed and the mask slipped. He controlled everything, what mom wore, how we spoke, even the thermostat. He wasn't physically violent, but every day felt like walking on eggshells. If I forgot to rinse a dish, he'd sigh like I'd ruined his life. But mom stayed, said she couldn't start over again. So I learned to disappear quietly, get good grades, come home, avoid eye contact, survival mode. When I turned 17, he started dropping jokes about me moving out when I was an adult. At first it was sarcastic. You're graduating soon, guess you'll need a new address. Then it got meaner. Adults pay rent, sweetheart. Maybe pack your things for your birthday. Mom would just say, ignore him, honey. But on the night before I turned 18, he made it real. I came home from my part-time job and found boxes by my bedroom door. Half my clothes already packed. He stood there with a smirk. Happy early birthday. Big girl now. Time to stop freeloading. I thought it was another sick joke, but mom was standing behind him silent, eyes red. Mom, she whispered, go to your room for a minute. I did. I sat there shaking, staring at cardboard boxes that weren't even mine. He'd gone through my things. Minutes later, I heard shouting in the kitchen. Mom never yelled, but that night, her voice cracked the air. Words like contract, house deed, I paid half, and get out echoed down the hall. Then silence. Finally, the door to my room opened. It was mom. She looked tired but calm. Honey, she said, you can unpack. He's leaving. Turns out, when they bought the house together, she'd quietly made sure her name stayed on the majority of the property contract. She'd hidden money for years, waiting, planning. When he tried to throw me out, she snapped. She told him if anyone was leaving, it'd be him, not her daughter. He tried to bluff, said, you wouldn't survive without me. So she showed him a bank statement, savings he didn't know existed, enough to buy him out, hire a lawyer, and survive. He sputtered, went pale, and packed his things. He was gone by midnight. The next morning, my 18th birthday, I woke up to pancakes. Just mom and me, finally free. She said, I'm sorry I didn't protect you sooner. And I said, you saved us when it mattered. We've been rebuilding ever since. A few months ago, mom sold the house and moved us into an apartment closer to my college. She's dating again now. Someone gentle, a man who gardens and brings her coffee instead of deadlines and insults. When I asked her how she found the courage that night, she said, people think leaving is giving up, but staying silent that long gave me strength. He underestimated me because I learned how to survive quietly. Every time I think of my 18th birthday, I realize something. It wasn't the day I became an adult because of my age. It was the day my mom finally reminded both of us who had the real power all along. Now, years later, whenever someone asks who my hero is, I don't hesitate. It's the woman who packed his boxes instead of mine.